How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and today I'm going to be doing something that you guys probably won't agree with. I'm going to make my Fast and Furious Lamborghini a little less loud. So if you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy it, because this is, well, it's an enjoyable project. This, of course, being my 2003 Lamborghini Murcielago, and a screen used in the last Fast and Furious movie. But since I got the car, and since you see that it's all taken apart, it's obvious that I need some work done. And I did some work. Actually, the guys at Velocity AP sent me out an exhaust, so that exhaust could work a lot better than the exhaust that was on here before. Now, that exhaust is very loud. So what I'm going to try to do today is a little bit of DIY before I send out their exhaust to change the tone a little bit, but that's going to be in a different episode. What we're doing today is we're going to quiet it down, because this car has a little bit of a drone. It has a lot of noise, and well, let me show you what I mean. This sounds like a race car. All right. And here we go. All right. So that is a pretty loud car. I think we can get it a little bit quieter, don't you think? So as you can see, we have the Velocity AP X pipe right here. It looks really good, but behind that we have the secondary cat deletes, and then we have the primary cat deletes underneath here, which means that this is 100% straight pipe. It has no resonators, no mufflers, no nothing, just going out and singing the song of its people. But you guys will have noticed that I have a little bit of a towel here, and I have some measuring equipment and whatnot, because my friend is here. Tony, the welding Jedi. You guys know this guy can do some really good work. Do you think we can do this?
Yep, we'll have it done today.
Oh, today. Today. Okay, that's awesome. So this is a Vibrant Performance 1792 bullet style resonator. And the resonator is cool because it's a straight through design, but it has these baffles. So it works like this. It's a little bit of a change, but it's enough that it won't pierce your ears when you're at 5,000 RPM. So this resonator, where do you think it's gonna go, Tony? Like, where do you think it should? Like, we're gonna put it into the secondary cat delete pipes here. And the problem is there are some bends right here.
Yeah, we gotta start cutting it right here.
Right there.
Because it gets smaller.
Bend. Since they're mandrel bent, there's a little bit of a kink on the inside of this, so we actually have to cut it where that kink ends, which is right here. And what can we do? We could put some pipe wrap. Actually, we don't have any pipe wrap, do we?
We're just gonna use something to get a good straight cut on there.
So like
zip tie.
Like a zip tie. Yeah, we'll just put a zip tie. We'll mark it off, and then we have to cut this. Obviously, I have to take it off the car, because I don't think I have anything that could cut this. I can't get a bandsaw in there, right?
We can cut the top one, the bottom one.
The bottom one's going to be real close to that sway bar, and it's going to be close to other stuff. But I'm going to keep this X pipe right here, just so we have good fitment. So I think we just mark this off and then cut it, and then I think we can start offering up and tack welding and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, I've already got marks on the bottom one there, so we'll have to shorten this up just a little bit. Cut about 1 inch off of each side.
What about if I try to weld one of these things, or at least tack it up or something?
For sure, we'll let you do the bottom one.
I want to do the top one. All right, now that we got everything off the car, this is what we're working with. You see that the diameter of the pipe it takes, there's a little bit of a kink here, and we can't cut this anywhere here because that's going to introduce a gap into whatever we're welding. So we have to make sure that it is as straight as possible. So we need to mark off where the straight pipe ends and starts. And it's weird because on the bottom piece, this is the bottom, this is the top, on the bottom piece, the straight section is actually a few inches longer, I believe, right?
Yeah, a little bit longer.
Yeah, so we only have about 8 inches to play with here and about 10 inches to play with right here. And that sounds really weird, but just go with me here. We're talking about pipes, and that also does not sound good.
Giggity.
Okay, so we got this cut, and yeah, we got plenty of space. So check this out. We took off the welds, we took off the ends of this resonator, and this is going to slip right over, and then we can weld right to that. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put these parts on the car and then offer this up just to see what the fitment's like, and then we can tack this up, then weld it all on the table, and then we have to do exactly the same thing to the top pipe. Then we're gonna be done, and I wanna see what this thing sounds like. Hopefully it sounds a little quieter than what I started with. All right, so Tony cut these with extreme precision, and he also wire brushed this just to make sure that we have the cleanest weld possible. Now this is all just mocked up, nothing has been welded yet, but take a look at it. It looks pretty good. So we have the vibrant canisters right here, and obviously it's not completely perpendicular because nothing here is perpendicular. We had to make do with what we had, and we had the stock fit cat deletes. So that's basically the only thing we have to work with. But this is gonna look good. We have these razor blades in here to act as a spacer to keep the space around the pipe uniform, and when we tack it up, well, when Tony tacks it up, then it's just gonna not want to pull in as much. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take off this top one so we can put some tacks on the bottom one and weld that up, and then put some tacks on the top one and then weld that up, and then we can start the car. You excited?
Very.
I can't wait. And it's back out again on the table waiting to get welded. So here it is in all its glory. It's been tacked up, and there are some gaps right here. Not anything to be concerned about. This can all be filled in, but this is looking pretty good. Hopefully this makes a little bit less noise, especially on those raspy moments. But right now, I think we've decided that in the interest of time, we've actually been at this, or Tony's been at this for quite a bit. So I think whatever welding I'm gonna do, we can probably use that in another episode. Maybe we can do that tomorrow or something, where I can do something like, I don't know, welding 2 pipes together and then practice on that. But on this, I think in the interest of time, Tony's just gonna do everything, and you'll have some really nice footage of this guy doing his thing. Guys, would you take a look at this? This looks really good, and Tony outdid himself. Well, he doesn't outdo himself. He just does. He just does what he does. So these welds are real good. They are incredibly uniform all the way around, front, well, not front and back, top and bottom. It's a little late, I'm sorry. It's like past 1 a.m. right now. This actually took a while just because it took a lot of time to clean this metal. This metal was very contaminated and Tony had to go over it a few times. And just to make everything fit 100%, this took like, what, like 5 hours? Something like that?
Once we got on it, yeah.
Yeah, so 5-6 hours. But the fitment is on point, and what I'm looking for more than anything is when I turn this on, I don't want there to be any rasp, or maybe as much rasp as there was. There was some nasty, nasty rasp. Even though this exhaust did mitigate some of it, I didn't want this car to be as loud. So, moment of truth, my fingers are crossed. I'm very, very nervous, but I'm gonna turn it on, and you got your phone?
Yeah.
You're gonna...
I'm gonna stand out of the way, though. I mean...
Yeah, please stand out of the way. You don't want to get hit with these cannons right here. All right, you ready?
Ready.
All right, fuel pump on. And here goes nothing.
Yeah.
That's already better.
That's a lot quieter, but it's still beefy.
There's none of that rack.
Yeah.
That's a lot quieter. So right now it's in cold start mode. It's gonna run a little rich. I can already smell it. So I'm gonna let it get some heat in the engine, and then I think we can give it a little rev. I want to see what this thing sounds like. Ooh, it already sounds better. I'm so excited.
It tickled my ears. Tickled my brain.
Guys, this thing sounds insane. Let me turn it off. There's a lot of fumes coming around here. This guy is exactly the reason why this car sounds as good as it does. Other than that Velocity AP exhaust, that they did a great job there. Yep. But this guy is just, he is the real MVP. As I've always said, he's an awesome welder, awesome friend, just an awesome guy to be around with. And he's followed my instructions, and he's actually gotten some social media following. He's starting an Instagram, and I will link to his Facebook down below where you can contact him. And he's available for work, guys. If you need some good welding, and I mean good welding work, this guy is available. He's in the Orlando area?
Yeah, Central Florida.
Yeah, Central Florida area, and yeah, he does extremely good work on cars that will be extremely good. Oh, dude, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. That's gonna be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. And again, I'd like to thank this guy. He is just the best. His stuff will be down below. But until next time, this is me reminding you guys that on cars like this that now sound really, really good, you guys need to wrench every day.